Hi guys, nice to see you again. So I am currently finishing off my master's program. It's a 2-year program, and I am thinking a lot about the next phase of my life. Starting a new job. Getting a new job or starting a business to earn a living. So all of this has kind of just made me think about money, the way that I handle money, my relationship with money, and how it's currently affecting my life, and how having a bigger salary or will potentially affect my life. I have a bursary, and my bursary pays me a monthly stipend, which I am using I'm living off of. And just the way that I have been handling this little money that I have is really scary. Somehow I've managed to get myself into debt. I'm not saving, and it worries me a lot, the way that I am currently doing things. And so I want to change my behavior, and I know that behavior is learned. It will take time, it will take some effort, and it will definitely take commitment, but behavior is learned, and you can change if you really, really want to. So there's just like some things that I want to change in my life, mainly cutting off debt and saving. I know they say, with regards to debt, they say that the point is not to avoid, but to rather manage. But if you're me, I'm terrible at managing debt. I cannot. I think I can do without. So rather, I just do not have debt. The debt that in my life that I actually want to have is my house bond and probably like my car payments. From a poor family, so I have seen like the debt and the cycle of debt and what it has done to my family, family members, and more than anything, being in debt myself, I know how hard it is to actually break that cycle, because once you get in it, it's like it keeps coming at you. It keeps coming at you. And the world we live in, the system we live in, it seeks to just oppress us, and debt is oppression. Well, that's how I see it anyways. Because the interest rates that you pay on debt, wow. If you save with a bank, for example, they will pay you at the most 6% interest on your savings. But if you borrow money from a bank, they will, they can charge you up to 30. I think at minimum is 25% interest that you will get on a bank loan. So compare 25, and that's minimum. It can go up to 30%, 33%, 35%, depending on your payment term. So compare, let's say 30%. Compare 30% to 5 or 6%. Like the difference is like what? 20 something percent, 25, 24%. So when you save, they don't want to give you a lot of interest on your savings, when in actual fact you are borrowing the banks your money. But when you borrow money from them, they want to charge you a lot of money. So we have to be wise about these things, and not just do things, and not just do stuff without really actually sitting down and thinking about it, and thinking about the repercussions and the consequences of our actions. So yeah, those are the major things that I actually want to do in my life. If you saw my last video on the lessons that I learned, one thing that I am thinking of doing is actually get my money out of the bank and into my hands and sort it out myself. Okay, this is what I need to pay, and actually do those payments myself, instead of having those companies take the money from my account directly, so that I can actually see where my money goes and what I actually do with it, and be aware of how I spend my money. I think it was either earlier this year or last year, I read up on a woman who was trying to get herself out of debt, and so she was talking about an envelope method. You get one of these little envelopes and you get all your money and out of the bank when you get paid, and you write rent, you write savings, you write all your expenses on the envelopes, and you put the money in there. These expenses, they include like the money that you're going to live on during the course of the month, groceries, electricity. When I get paid, I'm gonna get paid at the end of the month, last day of the month, and then all my money is finished by the 5th, and I'm scrambling to get to the 10th. I don't even want to talk about getting to the last day of the month again. So that cycle, and then you have to borrow money to try and make ends meet, and these ends are just never meeting, and it's and it's a cycle that you get trapped into. You can't break out of it every month, and you promise yourself, you're like, no, things are gonna get better next month, I promise, but you just keep doing the very same things. So to change that, I really actually want to try on this envelope method. Yeah, just get a bunch of envelopes. They're cheap. I got this from Pick n Pay, very cheap. I can't even remember how much they cost me. So but if you actually want to check my progress, follow me on Twitter and on Instagram and on Facebook, and I'll link all of these social medias down below, just so you can know how I'm doing on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis. And I challenge you guys actually to really kind of think about doing this, and think about the social experiment that Sanlam is conducting that I mentioned, and I will also link down below. Yeah, think about all these things, and if you and comment down below, and perhaps join me in achieving financial freedom and just getting out of this debt cycle. Yeah, until next time, I will see you. Love you all. Bye.